Have you ever felt an eerie presence, a chill creeping up your spine in the dead of night? Imagine the protagonist, a young man recently relocated to an old, dilapidated house, a structure shrouded in a veil of mystery and age. As the sun sets and moonlight casts long, ominous shadows, he hears strange noises, a creaking floorboard, the soft rustle of curtains, a fleeting whisper, all converging into a symphony of the unknown. Each night, the sounds grow more distinct, more unsettling. He tries to dismiss these experiences as mere figments of his overactive imagination. Perhaps it's the unfamiliar setting playing tricks on his mind, he tells himself. But the eerie feeling persists, a cold dread that lingers long after dawn. The house seems to breathe, its old walls whispering tales of the past. And as the nights grew colder, the whispers grew louder, the shadows darker, and the house, well, it seemed alive. But what if these weren't just creaking floorboards or whistling winds? What if there was something more sinister? Let's delve deeper into the tale. Our protagonist, now a prisoner of his own curiosity, starts to explore the history of this house he has come to call home. As he dusts off the cobwebs of time, he uncovers a past, a narrative so horrifying it sends a chill down his spine. Decades ago, this house was a home, filled with laughter, warmth, and love. A family resided here, oblivious of the terror that was to befall them. One fateful night, their lives were brutally ended. The echoes of their screams are said to still reverberate through the hollow hallways, their spirits forever trapped within these walls. A family, much like any other, their lives snuffed out, their stories left untold. Our protagonist's heart throbs with a newfound dread. He feels their presence, their despair, the chill in the air, the shadowy corners, the unexplainable noises. They all start to make sense. He realizes he's not alone. He has never been alone. He is sharing his abode with the remnants of a past that refuses to fade away. Every room he enters, every corner he turns, he feels their gaze on him. He hears their whispers carried by the wind. He sees their faces in his dreams. He can sense their anger, their longing for justice, their eternal sorrow. The house is not just a house anymore. It is a constant reminder of a tragedy that time has failed to erase. The spirits, they are not just apparitions, but echoes of a time gone by. They are the embodiment of a tale so horrifying it refuses to be forgotten. They are the silent scream in the dark, the unseen hand in the cold, the invisible presence in the empty room. The house, it seemed, was not just a structure of bricks and mortar, but a vessel carrying a dreadful secret. The secret of a family's untimely demise. A secret that is now a part of our protagonist's life. A secret so sinister it has turned his world upside down. What happens when the past refuses to stay buried? When shadows of yesteryears refuse to fade, they take a terrifying turn. Our protagonist, once a solitary figure bathing in tranquility, is now caught in a maelstrom of fear. Whispers of a forgotten name echo in the dead of night, a spectral chorus that reverberates through his once peaceful abode. Apparitions, both fleeting and persistent, invade his vision, their ethereal forms a haunting testament to a history that refuses to be silenced. And then there's the presence, an unseen entity that wraps itself around him like a shroud. It's not just a feeling, it's a force, a spectral gravity that pulls him into a vortex of dread. As these terrifying incidents escalate, our protagonist realizes the spirits aren't just haunting him, they're trying to communicate. The cold tendrils of fear tighten their grip, turning his comforting solitude into a chilling isolation. He stands, haunted by the echoes of a gruesome past. But what were these spirits trying to tell him? What did they want? Our protagonist, driven by an insatiable curiosity and an uncanny connection to the unseen, began to delve into the past. He scoured through dusty files, old newspapers, and faded photographs, each piece of evidence leading him deeper into the labyrinth of the unsolved murder case. He discovered discrepancies, inconsistencies that had been overlooked or perhaps intentionally ignored. The more he uncovered, the more he questioned. The spirit's desperate pleas began to make sense. The real killer, it seemed, had never been brought to justice. This revelation sent a chill down his spine. His pursuit of the truth had started as a quest to understand the spirit's message, but it had morphed into something more personal, more terrifying. He was no longer a mere investigator. He was a part of the story, intertwined with its dark twists and turns. And as he dug deeper, he began to realize that he was not just uncovering a story of the past, but perhaps a prophecy of his own future.